Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're doing a toolbox tour. So, I'm just going to go over all the tools I have. I've done something very similar, but a ton of more tools than last time. I mean, by far. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, up here we got light, very convenient, Harbor Freight. Half the stuff is in here in Harbor Freight. Still some stuff that's not, though. Quite a bit, actually. So, you got your bits. You never know when you just have a 1/4 inch, but you need the 3/8. So those come in convenient. So I got your sockets, regular sockets, standard, and then down here is these first half are metric. These up are standard, and then I got standard and metric Allen keys. Got 1/4 inch ratchet, again Harbor Freight. These are from Harbor Freight. This rail is actually from Harbor Freight. This isn't from Harbor Freight, nor is this one up here. None of these Allen keys are Harbor Freight. Down here we got a 1/2 inch ratchet, again Harbor Freight. What I like to do whenever I get some new ones, especially ones like this, is I actually take them apart, put more oil in them, make them sound nicer. Down here we got a snap-on tray. I actually got that for free. And then here we got my gear wrenches, ratcheting wrenches. You can get these at Tractor Supply Co. or online at like Home Depot. I believe you could even get them on at Napa. They're going to be the short, stubby ones though. Over here we have the other half of the set of the gear wrenches, and then right here we got Harbor Freight, again sockets. Both of them are. The rail though is actually a Husky rail. Really recommend it. Actually, I really like it. Here we got some Harbor Freight screwdrivers. Don't particularly care for them. The flatheads are fine. When it comes to the Phillips, not so much. And then right here we have, once again, Harbor Freight punch and die set. Really, I don't think you need to go all fancy on these, because I mean, they're just punches and dies. I don't use them that often, but I do need them. They're convenient. Right here we got 3/8 inch flex head. Very fine tooth, really like it. And then we have over here, we have the other end. Those are Phillips heads, Phillips head screwdrivers, excuse me. And then we got our 1/4 inch right there, 1/4 inch sockets, again, Harbor Freight. I do plan on getting some stubby snap-on ones because I bought some tools and it's just more convenient, and then some snap-on Torx bits. Anyway, let's go into the first drawer. So in this first drawer, this is literally just extra sockets, just in case if I need them, if I happen to have a stubby. Most of this stuff is, again, Harbor Freight. Mixing with a bunch of other random sockets that I've collected over a while. Some secondary hex heads, again, not really super needed. But then I do have my extenders, and actually I do have one snap-on socket, and actually I went to a yard sale and bought a bucket of them, and out of all of them I happened to find this one snap-on socket. I don't use it, it's just more there because it's nice, and it's an older one. But anyway, on to the next drawer. Next drawer, I got my pliers, I got wire strippers, I have channel locks, I have some Cobalt needle nose pliers, I have snap ring pliers. This set specifically does come with the extra adapters, but there's nothing special in that drawer. In this drawer, this is almost kind of more my junk drawer, even though it's really not. I got my gloves. I have electrical tester. You never know. I mess around with RC cars a lot, also testing on cars. I have measuring tape. I have some Snap-on picks. I actually really like these. Really strong. Quick tip, everybody. If you ever go on to the Snap-on truck, do not get, whether if it's Snap-on, Matco, or Mac, or Cornwell, or all those other brands, don't spend the $100 and get the Allen key bolt removers. Why? Because Irwin is the one that actually makes it for them. They just put the Snap-on name on it. So you can get the same thing from Irwin for about half the price. I actually just bought these, and yeah, even though these are Irwin, these ones are actually made in the United States. If I can get that camera to focus. Let's see if I can get another one to focus. Come on, camera. Sorry, guys. I can't seem to get it to focus. But anyway, these are made in the States. Like I said, it was about $50 down below. Excuse me, down below. On Amazon, I got batteries. I got a knife set right here. This is from Ace Hardware. It's just a copy of the X-Acto set. It's actually just as good. It's like $15 instead of 30. And anywho, on to the next drawer. And this is why I said I do not use the Harbor Freight screwdrivers. Why? Because I bought some Snap-on ones. Again, I really like these. They feel great in the hand. I could turn on these all day. And the Harbor Freight ones, the Phillips heads especially, they suck. The tips wear out and they get twisted. Here I have my Milwaukee bit sets. This is my 1/4 inch impact, which is, these are all the tips for it, but I also do have other bits. As you can see, these are all Milwaukee. Really like these. They were definitely worth the money. And then underneath that, I have some other Irwin. Now these ones are actually for sockets. No, I'm not missing sockets. That's just how it comes. You could buy the secondary ones for it and put it all in the same box. Anywho, on to the next thing. Here, this is just a Harbor Freight. This is if you have like a stripped Phillips head screw. It's just a screw kit for stripped heads. And right here, this is just a security Torx bit set. As you can see, you can get it for like $10 at Harbor Freight. Nothing special about those. And then underneath that, I bought it and thought it would work good. I used it on one. It could have just been the one how it was made. But I tried to use it to, this is a tap and die, so I tried to use it to do a tap. And the threads wore out with the first use. But anywho, so tap and die. This is from AutoZone. I've only used it like once or twice, but when you need it, and it's very convenient. So put that back there. Okay, and then right here I have my bendable light. You know, when you're looking under the hood. Again, this was at AutoZone. I bought this. This one I would recommend. I don't care if you're a Snap-on diehard fan or not. This is the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh. This is the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh breaker bar. This will be a Snap-on. I don't care. And if I break it, it was $20. Who cares about the warranty? And if I do break it, and I want to get another one, it still has a lifetime warranty. So what? So that, you could look up, I can't remember whose video it was. There's another YouTuber who actually did a comparison. This is the Harbor Freight torque wrench. Seems to work pretty good, but you never know how accurate it is. So that I would recommend to probably get a little bit of a better one, but for me and what I'm doing, not a big deal. Now, let's go down to the bottom. Again, got rubber mallet, you know, when you're beating on steel, but you don't want to bend it. It works great. Got my ball peen hammers, again, Harbor Freight. Works great for what it is. Don't care what you guys say, or if I should get the snap-on ones, even though I wouldn't mind getting them. Another snap-on wrench holder set. Just won't fit on the top without the door closing. On the side, I have some breaker bars, rag, and a magnetic tray. On this side, I actually did some custom work to this. And I got some tie wire, wrapped a bunch of it around itself, and then made a hook to a trash can. The only other things that's on this toolbox is those two brushes right there, and then if we come around to the back, got a towel holder, works great for what it is. I love it. And then to hold my sprays that I always use. Right here I got a old Craftsman made in USA 3/4 inch ratchet. Actually really nice. And for what I'm not sure when it was made, what time of, probably it's like sometime in the 80s when the refining of the teeth was getting better. But it's not missing any teeth, and it actually still works really good. That being said, over here is the other half of my tools. So I got a secondary 3/4 inch flex head, a second 1/4 inch flex head, E-clips, tie wire, just general stuff. And then in my drawers, I have some Cobalt pliers, some grease for my grease gun, secondary screws, and that is pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching my toolbox tour. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.